Hi and welcome to Nerd Gamers. The game today we're going to have a look at is Ballistic by Radian Games as part of the Indie Royale Spring Bundle. Now this is another twin stick shooting game and it's got the same standard interface that Radian Games is often using. And we can see the windowed and full screen mode, bloom, but also this time we get the option to change the particle settings. So what we're going to do is going to start off. So let's take a look at the game itself. Okay, as you can see, you've got a choice of playing waves or challenges. You also got the options mode. Now, this game has a few more options than normal. You still have the same sound and music effects, each of which are quite loud, and you can only change the volume by changing your system settings. But you also have gamepad controller because it's a twin stick game, and also mouse and keyboard. And also you've got a little bit to change the sensitivity of the mouse. What we're going to do is we're going to start off on playing waves. Now as you can see, I've played this game a little bit and I've got all the way up to wave 16. But we'll start off with wave 1 just so you can see as we go along. Now you've got a choice of 2 speeds. We're going to start off with normal speed. Right. Now, as you can, the first thing it does, it gives you a choice of an enhancement. You start off with 1, and you gain a new one every 10 waves, for a total of 5. So it'll be a while before we'd actually see another one. But what we're going to do is we are going to pick Super Ballistics. It means when we're using one of our special attacks, the bullet speed is increased and causes triple damage against shielded enemies. Okay, and press space to confirm that. Now as you can see, we're in the center. You can see the little particle effects moving as we go around. And as you can see, the creatures explode and we shoot towards where we're pointing with the mouse. And if we were using gamepad, it'll be a simple choice of just using the twin stick option. Now as you can see, we've got some glowing bits on the field. If we run into one of these, you can see it exploded. That purple cross acts as a score multiplier. So you want to try and collect those by running into those as soon as possible. And as you can see, like Geometry Wars, the whole screen can become quite filled with particle effects. So it can be quite confusing if you're not too careful. So you need to pay good attention to where you are and what's going on around you at all times. Now, one of the other things is if you right click, you enter the ballistics mode. As you can see, you do a different form of shooting. Now if you notice, the screen had just started to turn yellow a little bit. Now you can only enter ballistic modes for a certain amount of time, but it usually increases damage and adds additional effects, and it's well worth using it. But if you use it for too long, you go all the way through, you're unable to shoot at all, so it should be used sparingly and only when needed. You can see those little stars and spheres, useful for collecting them. It can help clear out areas. Oh, we've just crashed into somebody. So as you can see, we lost 1 life. And trying to make our way through all of these levels, we're getting a little bit crowded, so we hit that bit in the center, and we just keep dodging out of the way. Now some of these are targeted and home against you, whilst others have set patterns in how they move. As we see, we got ourselves stuck in a corner there. Wasn't much that we can do it. Now we only get 1 enhancement at the moment, but every 5 levels you're able to change what enhancement you've currently got active. We're going to stick with Super Ballistics. Now as you can see, we're getting a little bit surrounded, so we're trying to fight our way out. The green ones are a little bit more annoying than purple ones because they actually home in on where we are. So you can, as long as you keep away from the green ones, whoa! And as you can see, game over. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go through and have a look at wave 16 so you can see some of the more difficult aspects of the game. And this is when you'll start seeing some of the shielded opponents. So again, we'll pick Super Ballistic, and what we're going to do is going to pick double damage. You see those little blue ones with the little glowing bit in front of them, those are the shielded opponents. Now, just using normal shots, they can actually survive quite a while, so you do need something that helps assist it, and the ballistic shots can make short work of them. Now, you have a variety of different options which you can choose. Oop, did not make that. As you see, with the right shots, you can even make a good case for just charging straight into the middle of them, as long as you're heading towards something that will actually be of use. Now, one of the other bits is not every opponent is actually shielded, but there is also some units which, when you get close, emit a field around them, and any unit that gets close to them acts like they're shielded. Now, don't know if you just noticed, I spent too long on the ballistic mode, and the screen flickered just for a second, and I was unable to shoot for a short amount of time. As you can see, things are getting very, very hectic. And there we go. I was unable to live for too long, and as you can see, just at the top, 432 out of 600. So it was still going to be a while before I managed to get to the next stage. Now, as part of the Indie Bundle, this definitely now represents a good prize. It's a fun little action game, one that you might come back to here and there for just to use up a few minutes. But I'm not too sure if paying full price you'd get the full appreciation for the game. But as the bundle, it's definitely worth getting. Okay, that's it for this time. Hope you've enjoyed. See you next time.